So I guess my highlight was definitely breaking the under 23 record because that was just when I look back at my goals that I had written down at the start of 2020, that was really the only one that was left. That wasn't like
Yeah.
cancelled or whatever, because the rest of them were kind of championships. So I was really happy to achieve that goal in Italy and in September. So that was definitely a highlight. And I also won my first uh senior title over 800 indoors this year before the pandemic hit. So yeah, that was good as well. But I think overall when I look back at the year, I more just look at it as like that I learned a lot and that I grew a lot as an athlete, even more so than like being kind of delighted with my achievements. I'm more just delighted with like how I developed as an athlete and like just coped with the situation. Yeah, I think it did more so rather than even like in a running sense, it actually was better for me in a lifestyle sense because I was actually doing an internship this year that I was due to keep going with till June, and I was just finding the balance really hard. I was finding it really tough to get into training and stuff. And then when that turned to working from home, I think that just gave me way more time to focus on training and just those extra few hours of sleep a night and just more time to get things right at home. And so I think that really was then like reflected in my performance. Um, yeah, I did, but like I have to say, like I think during like probably April and March and stuff, I was like, oh my God, I'll never, you know, be disappointed with a race again. They're so great. Like I'll never feel bad. But once I got back into season, the old athlete mindset kicked in and I wasn't happy with half of my performances and I was dying to go again and do better. So I definitely was grateful for my opportunities this year, but I can say I it kind of made everything. I was delighted with everything I did either, even though I kind of said I would have been. Yeah, I actually didn't find it too bad at all. I think the weather was really nice in the first lockdown, and I was actually just really enjoying training. It was frustrating, like not being able to use a track, but I was actually just really enjoying training. I know it's probably an annoying answer, but I didn't find it hard to be
Yeah.
motivated. It was like the highlight of my day every day. There's nothing else to do, so I just took it as an opportunity to like do my training as to my very best of my ability, and then that turned into something that I could like achieve each day, even though there are so many other things I couldn't achieve that I wanted to. I think like it wasn't on my radar at all. For ages, I just decided I was just going to do every bit of training, and if a race popped up, it popped up. But then I realized kind of there was going to be races, and it was a great opportunity for me to get into some good races in Europe because a lot of like Americans and maybe Africans weren't there. So I kind of got into higher level races than I possibly could have. So for me that was really exciting, and like I just thought, why wouldn't I take that opportunity? And like obviously we were looking at COVID levels and got tests and everything, but I believed it could be done safely. I could see other athletes around Europe doing it, and I think there's been a lot of evidence that like mass participation kind of events and races and sports events haven't really caused any cases. So it was weird, like with all the protocols and the empty airplanes and the masks, but definitely no regrets there. Yeah, it's just something you deal with. I don't think it's that bad for running, particularly like because you just do your warm up anyway on your own, and you just forget about it during the race, and you wear a mask in the bus on the way to the event and get your temperature checked. But yeah, no, I didn't think it was too bad. I think you're just happy to be there and glad it's been able to be done. And I felt better doing kind of all the COVID protocols rather than if I turned up to the race and there was like no sign of anything put in place. Yeah, I think it was kind of mad. It was another kind of mad thing that came out in 2020, but I think a great thing and hopefully like a turning point in a lot of people's mindsets, including my own, of just being more vocal about it in future and calling out racism when I see it. So, although like the talk on it like has calmed down a little bit, I hope just there's been a switch in mindset for a lot of people just from what they learned throughout that period. Well, right now I'm kind of in a similar position to where I was maybe in May last year. I'm getting ready for what I hope there will be an indoor season, but I don't have any guarantees. So I'm in a similar mindset. I'm just saying, look, all I can do is, get to the start of February in the best shape I can do. So I'm just trying to worry about that. And I guess it worked out well for me last summer. So I'm hoping the same thing happens and there is races. And then obviously, as we get to summer, I'm expecting just hopefully things to be back to normal, and yeah, hoping to make my first Olympics. But I haven't qualified yet, so I have to put in some good performances in indoor season and early and outdoor season just to get my world ranking up so I can get on the plane to Tokyo. So that's definitely the focus. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So last year I was on the mixed relay team, and yeah, that was a great experience, and it was like a really good event for me because it's like 1500 compared to, like, I think, well, I'd be senior, so I'd have to run 8K, and that's just not for me now. So yeah, I'd love to be on the mixed relay team at home in Dublin. So that hopefully will cap off a good year next year.